guys, welcome back to another episode on the SAGA channel. Last time from a hotel room, now from a car. We're gonna need to miss the traditional decor a little bit. I even rigged my microphone here so you guys can hear me better, maybe, who knows. I had an interesting conversation with somebody the other day, and they asked me if they should leave everything behind and become a scuba instructor, if that was a good idea. And they also asked me how I did it, because I did do that. And I thought it was an interesting conversation topic for a vlog episode. Why? Because they're two very valid questions. They're very interesting, and I think I have something to say, and maybe you guys have something to say as well. So let's do it. So, should I leave everything behind? Like, should I give up my job and sell all my stuff? And should I just move out and become a scuba instructor? Is that a good idea? And the second question was, how did you do it? So how did I do it? I think maybe more interesting to answer them in opposite order, because how I did it is of course one story, and then whether you should do it is maybe a way that we can zoom in on that. So how I did it, yes, I did sell everything. I did already live quite light, so I didn't really have a lot necessarily, but I did sell everything that I owned and just left, like gigantic step in the dark. And I definitely don't regret it, but I think that a lot of successful people, and I'm going to imply that I'm successful because the question implies it, of course. So a lot of people who do something successfully often highly underestimate the contribution of luck in what they did. That's been studied. People often attribute a lot of what they have, a lot of their success, to themselves and their own decisions and their own actions, and not so much to the luck factor. So I think while yes, of course, for me it was instrumental to leave everything behind and to move to a different country and try to become a scuba instructor. What that did mainly was it exposed me to opportunities, and at that point then luck was involved to make sure that I found a job position that I really liked and that I thought I could really do something with. And luck was also involved in making the people hire me, the ones that hired me, right? I have limited control over those two things. So those two things could not have happened, of course, if I hadn't given everything up and moved abroad. But they didn't happen because I gave everything up and moved abroad. So if you want to bake a cake, you need to throw some eggs and water and flour and whatnot into a pot. And if you don't do that, you're never going to be able to make that cake. But it's not because you throw those ingredients in the pot that it's going to be a delicious cake. So I think that there's more involved than just saying, oh, I'm taking this crazy risk, therefore I will have the desired outcome. And that kind of leads to the second part of the question, which was, should I leave everything behind? Should I sell everything, my house, my car? Should I give it all up to chase my dreams? And I think my honest answer, and maybe the person that I had this conversation with is watching, and I'm not naming any names, and I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, but if you need to ask somebody else whether you should or shouldn't, then I don't know if you should, honestly, because when you go to, let's say, college or whatever it is you do, or you become a plumber or a lawyer, doesn't really matter, and something doesn't work out, maybe the system fails you, then it's still the system that failed you, because this is what everybody is supposed to do. Everybody's supposed to go to school, everybody's supposed to get a mortgage, everybody's supposed to get a job, and if then bad luck happens and it doesn't work out, the system is sort of to blame. A lot of people do that anyway. However, everything suggests that you should not give up everything. Everything suggests that it's a terrible idea, to sell your house and sell your car and leave your job and become a scuba instructor. Therefore, if everything suggests that you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyway, and it doesn't work out the way you want to, well, now the blame is on you, because you went against the grain, and as I said earlier, success is not guaranteed. Throwing in the ingredients doesn't mean you're gonna get a good cake. So can you live with the idea that if you do it, and that if it doesn't work out, that it's on you? If the answer to that question is yes, if you say yes, I can live with that because it's my choice and the success or the failure will be my responsibility, then I would say go for it. And of course, it's possible that amazing things are going to happen. I love my life. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I love every second of it. So I don't think, I'm gonna do some product placement here as well. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying do it for your own reasons, and do it 100% carrying the responsibility. So I'm not saying do it because then you can say, oh, Nick told me to do it and it didn't work out, so it's Nick's fault. If it doesn't work out, it's your fault. So there you go. Those were the thoughts of the day involving that conversation. So those of you who do want to make the plunge, obviously contact me. I'll put a link in the comments, and we can definitely talk about it and actually setting you up for the highest level of success possible, keeping in mind that a lot of it is up to you, of course. Cool, guys. Well, thank you for watching. If you're still watching after these 7 excruciatingly long minutes, then I implore you to subscribe and maybe even leave a like, because that helps the channel. I'll see you guys next time.